Hello, welcome back. Swindon lot time, everyone. Hello, everyone. Swindon lot. So look at the form. We've had quite a lot of draws. We last met at the Millwall game. Since then, 4 draws, 3 wins, 3 losses. Mixed emotions spread across the board. We'll look at the wins, I think, because they're the most exciting bits. We had some, if you notice there, we had 0-0, 2-2, 0-0, 2-2. I thought it was going to go on forever, but luckily it didn't. Anyway, into the first game, which was against Rotherham, and a Craig Davis 4-piece. A haul. I enjoyed it. Is the first one, whipped in from the right hand side and near post, stunner, absolutely slams it in. Obika was our guy last year. He was the main man, and this year I keep talking about it. He's just not been the same guy, and it's a shame. As you can see from top goal scorers there, Tanner and Davis both have 9. Obika's not even close. I think Obika's on like 1 or 2. I don't know what's happened to him. I'm also going to pay more attention to the right hand side. Actually, this goal here, this is lovely. Look at that. Oh, striker's instincts. Gets lucky, misses the chance, gets the chance again, goal. Lovely. Next game, by the way, was a 3-0 win. It was Tanner, Smith, and Gallagher. Gallagher scores a lovely one. Keep your eye out for the third one. So we've scored 38, conceded 37, and I am worried about our centre-backs because I think they are the biggest issue in our team. I don't think they're bad. I just think that the strikers in the Championship are very good. I'm going to show, aside from showing you our defence not really doing enough, I'm going to show you 2 squads in this league that should not be in this league. And when you compare our defenders to the attacking forces that those 2 teams have got, it kind of makes sense. But we're still in 11th place. Still very pleased with the performance. 37 points. I think the aim is 50 points. 50 points probably keeps you up in the Championship this year. So if we can get to that, we'll be absolutely laughing. And again, I don't have to change the graphic. Craig Tanner, highest average match rating. Again and again and again, and this was a 2-1 win against Bolton. McAvoy got the first, Tanner the lovely goal there for the second, and then they get, that's a weird dive by their player. Anyway, we're playing Charlton. In fact, I may bring you a double header. Why not? It's Christmas. It was Christmas. So, as mentioned, that leaves us with 37 points. 6 points behind the playoffs. Derby do have a game in hand, and they're the team that we're closest to catching, so it could be a bigger gap if they're to win their game in hand. It's going well, and that's something I say quite often. But 11th place, I can't complain. There's a few things I'm going to show you. This is going to be a longer episode, so sit tight, hold yourself in, because things are about to get messy. If you look at the season preview, can we see the season preview? Lovely. We were predicted to be bottom. I didn't actually know this. I didn't realise we were predicted to be such a bad team. But we were predicted to be bottom with Blackpool. And the fact we're up there in 11th is testament to how well some of my players have played. It's quite surprising to me that we're playing this well. It was a surprise we went up last season. I think some of the additions we made were really good. Now, I want to talk about our defence, though, because I'm not sure it's quite doing what I want it to do. If you look at the aerial challenges, we have got our top defender is Jack Stevens, brought in the summer. And not far behind is Sean St Ledger. There are 2 main centre-backs. They're the guys that have played the most. Now, if you compare them to a lot of other centre-backs, they're not making enough key aerial challenges. They're not winning enough. If you look at some of the top defenders, you've got Ryan Shawcross, Bearer, 2 guys that are like stalwarts of their defence. Another one, Grant Hanley. Look, there's a load out there, Turner, Ayala. Well, we're not far off these players, but I think if we're going to be challenging, we've got to win. We've got to be dominant with every single aerial challenge we win. And the same goes on the tackling as well. We're just not at the top. We're not at the upper echelons. Again, Jack Stevens, our best defender, with 16 key tackles. 16 key tackles in what would be something like 26 games. Yeah, that's just, for me, that's just not enough. He's not doing badly, but he can do a lot better, and it may be something we try and strengthen in the January window. Now, I was going to show you 2 squads, but shouldn't be here. I've played them recently, and when I came up against them, I was just like, how are you here? Swansea, to start off with. How they even got relegated, I don't know. Because some of the guys in the squad, or some of the strikers, they've got Perez on loan from Newcastle, just in their first team. Aside from the fact they've got players like Michu back, they've also got Gomis, Sigurdsson, Shelby. Like, their team is so strong in comparison to some of the teams in this league, and they're only in 7th place, and that's the thing we're dealing with. Stoke, another one. Like how, I know teams have to get relegated, but look at that side. It really shouldn't be, like, it's a bottom half Premier League team, but it should be in the Championship, should it? And the fact these 2 aren't top 2, testament to Wolves, Wigan and Middlesbrough for holding them off. Really quite incredible scenes. Anyway, we'll move along a little bit. Is it today? It is today. So we've got Charlton. Now, we are absolutely devastated with injuries. I don't know how this has happened, how it's come about, but we are just getting obliterated by them. A lot of players in here that would be playing a lot. Nathan Thompson is probably our biggest loss. He's been out for such a long time now. last season, 9 assists. While it doesn't seem a lot, a 7.03 average rating, 43 appearances, that is a big loss to a team. When you lose a player with such influence, and he's only played 6 appearances out of the 26 games we've played, just because of injury, like, he's been a massive miss for us. He's still well-rounded. Luckily, he's not declined too much with his injury. But he's probably our biggest miss. And obviously, right now, I've got a Beaker out, Davis is out, Chopra is out, Gallagher's out, Pritchard's out, Smith's out. Every single striker we have is out injured. So what are we playing today, Ben? Well, we're going to have to go strikerless, aren't we? So we're going to play Tanner in a shallow striker role. Actually, not going to play this guy out wide. Now, this guy, I don't know if you remember him. We signed him in the summer. Because of all our injuries, we've had to bring him up to the first team. He was just sort of sitting in the under-21s, just chilling out. But he's very pacey, with some very good technical attributes further up the pitch. So, Fraser Ayard, I assume it would be. Someone in the comments will always tell me. His mentals aren't great, but he's pacey with good technical stats. So I've brought him in recently, and he's been doing fine. Like, he's not been setting the world alight, but he's been doing okay. He's come in, big expectation, brought him from Rangers, and he's been doing okay. So yeah, as I say, a bit of a longer episode today. We've got Arsenal in the FA Cup, and I think I'm going to bring you that game as well, because it's Arsenal in the FA Cup. We've been having the debate, 3D or 2D. Nobody knows. I asked the comment section, and it was very, very split. So I think what we'll do because we're playing 2 games, I think this is what we'll do. When we play one game, we'll do it in 3D. If we ever do more than one game, we'll do it in 2D, with a slightly quicker pace. I think that's how we'll approach these. We are hit for injuries. We're all over the place. Anton Rodgers might have to come in for Kassim, because we are probably going to get blitzed by Arsenal, but I'd rather not get blitzed by Arsenal. I've only got 6. I could put another one on the bench, but I'm not going to play him. It's kind of pointless. Obviously, Nathan Burns also got an injury. Oh, do you know what? I've not been hit by injuries hard on Football Manager 2015, but in the recent moments, I have been hit very hard. Now, Charlton are in 12th place, so we're a place above them, but they're another side that actually, if in fairness to them, they're probably performing above expectation. I didn't see where they were supposed to finish when I looked at the kind of pre-season odds, if you like. I'm going to tell them to go out there and enjoy themselves. I'm also going to add that I've got faith in them. I'm going to tell them all I've got faith in them, and they ain't that bothered. So what I'll do, we'll start the match. As I say, because we're playing 2 games today, we will put it into 2D Classic. It's difficult to find. I don't know if people have seen many videos in 2D before. In 3D before. So when I did it, I think some people were like, "Oh no, I prefer the 2D," but some people were like, "Oh yeah, 3D is good." So I think, as I say, when we do one game, I'm going to do it in 3D. When we do more than one game, we're going to do it in 2D. That's, I think, is the way we're going to go forward with the old videos. Now then, Craig Tanner, 15 minutes in, he's got a big job on his hands today, leading the line for us in a bit, it was like an advanced kind of playmakery kind of role, playing as a shallow striker, and he's in on goal, and he gets the goal. So we're playing strikerless. Maybe this is the way. We're playing strikerless, and Craig Tanner puts himself on the top of the goal scoring charts for Swindon. Oh yeah, we've got 3D replay, so everyone wins, really. Rodgers, lovely little ball through. Anton Rodgers there, getting his game. And Tanner coolly slots home to make it 1-0. Yes. Now, as I mentioned, we're not that far off the playoffs. Like, I always do this when we go up 1-0, and then it all goes to pot. Then again, we'll watch this quickly. Tanner, again, working his magic. Oh, he's had a shot at goal, and Henderson makes a good save. He had to, otherwise that was flying in the top corner. So as I say, we're not too far off the playoffs. Am I not going to be allowed to scroll this? Is this real? Oh, come on. Oh, now I've clicked Middlesbrough. It's all gone to pot. We're on the ball. Reeves, McAvoy. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, there we go. Lovely old job. So we're up to 10th. As you can see, Derby in 6th place. I mentioned their game in hand, 44 points. If we win here, like, I've got to be honest, we're not good enough for the Premier League, so I don't really want to push this season. This season was very much about consolidating, getting a middle of the table finish to push on hard next year. Because let's face it, we are not ready. You look at our squad, like when Craig Tanner's your best player, he's technically our best player. You are not ready, especially when he's a loanee as well. Oh, so I'm going to try and manage expectations. Of course, if we go up, we'll take it, but I don't expect it. I don't really want it. I think we need another year in the Championship just to build once again, and then maybe kick on for the playoffs. I think that's the most realistic way to approach this. But you never know in the future. Tanner, Henderson has to make another good save. It is Tanner versus Henderson right now. And so far, Craig Tanner is winning. Oh no, we're so bad at... Well, I don't know what it is, because a set piece is a set piece, but we're not... We concede a lot of them, is what I'm saying. We concede a lot of free kicks and whatnot, and it's disappointing, upsetting, hurtful. And that, you expect Fotheringham to do more than flap at it, don't you? And that's going to be another draw. We tend to draw a lot of these live comms, I'm noticing. I think the fact we've not got a focal point up top might hurt us later in the game, because obviously there's going to be a lot of running in midfield. Kenny McAvoy's picked up a knock, and we lead a lot of games and then fall behind. So I'm fearful that it may just happen again. That is a good challenge, though. Luongo does very well, and now if we can break quickly, Tanner, that is a lovely 1-2 he's made. Tanner, straight at the goalkeeper. Now, do we change things up a little bit? If I could make changes offensively, I would, but we literally can't. We don't have the squad to do it, and the disappointing thing is, we have Arsenal coming up, which I'm only showing you really because it's Arsenal, and it'll be the biggest game in Swindon's history for a little while, so why not? But I'm not confident in that game whatsoever, especially because we're probably going to be playing it strikerless. Luongo, Rodgers, we're working the ball very nicely actually, although that isn't going to cut it. And now Charlton get a chance to compose themselves, which is a bit of a shame. Henderson knocks it forward, and with not long left to go in the game, we're at home. I don't really mind the point. I think a point's not bad, but we have played defensive all game. Let's try and control the last few minutes. It's risky because we could get hit on the counter here, and as soon as I go to it, they've got a chance, and it's, I don't know. Oh, blimey. That was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? That was a bit of a mess. 4 minutes to go. I should make changes, but as I say, I've got no one offensively that can come on to change the game, and defensively, we're not that unfit. And this has been a theme for the last couple of games. I just worry going into this Arsenal game that we're going to be absolutely shot. And there it is, 1-1. Not a bad result. Another draw. We have drawn so many games this year. We're the most average team in the league by an absolute country mile. If you look at this, look, 10 wins, 8 draws, 9 losses. In 11th place, we could be more average. We could be Charlton, 11 wins, 4 draws, 11 losses. But yeah, I think our assault on the playoffs will have to wait just a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll skip forward to the Arsenal game. There's no point in sitting through 5 days of this. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, I'm going to bring you back right now. We're not too far away from the Arsenal game. It's the 1st of January. We play on the 2nd. Craig Tanner has been named Player of the Month for December. He's actually won the Young Player, I believe, a couple of times. This is the first time this season he's won the Player of the Month. 8 appearances in this month, 5 goals, 7.5 the average rating. Not too shabby at all. And the Young Player of the Month, also Jack Stevens, one of our own. As you can see, Tanner's won that a couple of times already. And this month, Jack Stevens, I talk about how badly my defenders are playing, and then he goes and gets a 7 rating, so I can't whinge. I think we had Kenny Boy in 3rd place there as well. So with Arsenal on the horizon, this might get interesting. The next episode I bring you, by the way, is going to be a transfer only. Interesting. We can change our budget, especially with the transfer window coming up. I think we'll definitely do that. A mid-table finish is looking pretty likely. So the avoid relegation thing is out the window. We're going to go for it. We're not expected to get beyond the 3rd round. Well, good, because we're playing against Arsenal. So I'm pleased that that's the case. We'll send our assistant to that. I think what we're going to do, by the way, I'm going to say this now. So if you're enjoying the video so far, this is the opportune moment, really. If we get 150 likes on these videos, I'm going to upload the next one straight away. I'm loving this save so much. I want to get episodes out, and you guys seem to be enjoying it just as much as I am. So that's the plan. I'm going to try and bring you more episodes of this save. So 150 likes. The next one will be with you almost immediately. I'm not going to upload it at like midnight, but as soon as it hits the ticking point, we'll move it forward, and another one will be with you because I'm loving this. Right. So Craig Tanner is going to lead the line again for us. We are struggling. I don't want to play Michael Chopra because he's Michael Chopra. In fact, I'm going to try and get rid of him soon. We're going to go strikerless and defensive against us. Oh no, this can't end well. There's no happy ending here because Arsenal need trophies, let's face it. There's a lot of contracts expiring at the end of the year, but I've got guys on 2.5k who are with me in League One that now want a £9,000 a week contract. So that is awkward, and I'm sure this is going to be contract related. He wants to leave to join Charlton. He was impressed with the 1-1. I don't want to let him go. Okay, well, Okay, I'm going to just say, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to have to get moody. Right, sorry, Cassie. If everyone else gets upset, this is classic FM15. Okay, Arsenal. We're away at the Emirates, so we stayed in London. We stayed for the week. Luckily for me, we had a week-long break, so everyone is relatively fit and raring to go. I'm bringing in Alex Bruce. He's been whinging he's not had enough game time. This is his chance to prove how good he is. So here we go. No surrender. Oh God, this can't end well. Let's look at their team. Oh, Higuain, Khedira, brilliant. Their backline isn't great. They're playing Koscielny at left back, so every cloud, I guess. Nobody expects us to win. Pressure off. Go out there and do the business. I am feeling. I don't want to. The thing is, it's just a confidence thing. Football Manager this year is so based on how confident your team is and what the morale of your team is like. That if Arsenal hammer us, then I'm going to be panicking, like big time panic. I don't really want to replay either. But that said, I don't want to get smashed. So I want everything, and I'm not going to get everything. Oh, hello. We've got the ball though. McAvoy, come on, my boy. If we take the lead, I don't know what to make of it. Rodgers, he's played in Tanner. Tanner, no way. Okay. My voice. I'm a bit like, oh yeah, here we go. No. Calm myself. Let's not get too giddy. But look, tell you what, we're dominating. I don't know what's hit them. That is an interesting effort at goal, if you can call it an effort at goal. Kasim's already picked up an injury, and they've had two men just fly in on Kenny. He's not happy about that. Ramsey and Khedira in the middle. Hines, I guess I'm not entirely sure who that is. Hines? Arsenal fans, is he a youth product? I'm not sure. Podolski out on the left, out to Ramsey. He's popped it in, whoever he is. Let's find out. Who is he? Kalen. Okay, I'm gonna have to look. 17-year-old with stats that wouldn't even make it into my team, and he's the one that gets the goal. Higuain's next to him, and he's the one that scores. Not annoyed. Not in the slightest bit annoyed. Never mind. We go again. Loading the highlights. I don't want to see it. We saw the header. We know it's a header. Oh, okay. 1-0 down after 40 minutes or so. Ain't too shabby. Okay, well, let's get to 40 minutes before I start saying things like that. Khedira. Always going to be an issue when you play against Khedira. Oh, Stevens does well. Khedira, that is poor. Poor play. Okay, that is... I don't want to say we've panicked there, but I feel as if we've somewhat panicked. Now, they're just going to play it around nicely. Right round the back. Proctor through to the guy who wouldn't get in my team, who plays it across Ramsey now. Proctor, Ramsey, a chap's name which is difficult to say, and he's hit the bar. Are we going to clear it? Podolski's put it back in. It's that guy again. Stevens has cleared it. Oh, blimey. This is tense stuff at the Emirates. The crowd are quiet. That's surprising. Is it? Sorry, Arsenal fans. It's just fun. It's just jokes, right? It's just jokes. Look fired up. Good. Game time, and it's time to go. Khedira. Every time I say Khedira, I just think of the fact I've got someone like Kasim in the middle, and he's not quite Khedira. We're still defensive. To be fair, teams will go to the Emirates and get smashed, so I'm not too upset about this so far. So far, so good. Not this guy again. Higuain. I don't mind if he scores. He's Higuain, so I'll take that. I'll take it. I'm conceding. I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. It's Gonzalo Higuain. He probably costed him upwards of 30 million. I'm absolutely cool with it. Are we defensively at fault here? Not really. Just a little bit unlucky. Fotheringham I'd say he does his best, but you can never be sure with him. Anyway, we go again. Moving forward. Half an hour to go. Well, 25 minutes to go. This is flying by. This is a 2-0. I've never been so kind of just, 2-0. Whatever. Thought not even impressed. We're going to have to make some changes somewhere. I think we'll bring Sean Ledger on just to play as a defensive midfielder. Oh, we're going to get a goal. Yeah, go on. Let's get a goal. Oh, that would be nice. That's a pity, really. Higuain, Bruce, Alex Bruce. What a fantastic header. Showing why you should start. And then Giroud nips through Bruce again. He's the best player on the pitch. Arsenal sign him up. Podolski back to Khedira, to Giroud, hits the bar, Cuthbert clears. Tanner. Oh, okay, instant highlight. Alex Bruce, what have you got for me, Alex? A lovely little ball. Rodgers, here we go, moving forward. Tanner on it again. Craig, look on go. Oh, tell you what, he's a Spurs loanee as well. They'd have enjoyed that. And now the highlights are coming thick and fast. And is it a product of me going attacking and Arsenal going, you what, mate? I think it is a little bit. Giroud's in on goal. He's played it out to Proctor, cleared, and we're doing quite well to defend this. Again, Stevens in there. Giroud, it's blocked. I tell you what, this is if this was 0-0, I'd be so giddy. But, you know, it could be worse. I hope you're enjoying an extra long episode. I realise now it's been going on forever, so I hope you're liking it. 85 minutes gone. It's the FA Cup. I should probably push on. It's third round and that, but I don't want to just commit horrendous football suicide. And that's probably going to be game. And a 2-0 loss ain't too bad at all, if you ask me. As I say, this brings us to the end of the episode. Cuthbert, surely not. Okay, this brings us to the end of the episode. The next game I'll bring you, we'll look at briefly. So as I say, there are 150 likes on the video. The support you've shown recently has been immense anyway. But yeah, if we can... I want you to see more of the series. I want to see what happens. I'm intrigued. So yeah, if you want to see more, get your like on the video. Get your share, follow me on to do all the stuff. There's links and that in there. That's what I'm talking about. Schedule, where are we going next? Let's have a think about this. Oh yeah, of course, the next video is in fact going to be the transfer special. So at the end of the transfer special, I will let you know. So yeah, next video, transfer special. And then we'll probably bring you the Wolves game after the 5 games or something. Maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see how we stand. So then, from me, Dr. Benji, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Lots of love. Take care. Goodbye.